Holly Willoughby has stunned fans by stepping down from This Morning after 14 years at the helm. It comes just days after a man was arrested for allegedly plotting to kidnap and murder her. Holly is reported to have been told about the alleged plot on Thursday morning and was taken out of ITV's schedule as a result. And announcing her permanent departure on Instagram, she told fans she was doing it for her family. The mother of three wrote, "Richard and Judy said, we only look after this show, it will always belong to the viewers. It's been an honor to just be part of its story, and I know this story has many chapters left to go. Sadly, however, I now feel I have to make this decision for me and my family. I will miss you all so much. Holly." Family has always been at the forefront of everything Holly does. Having enjoyed an idyllic childhood herself, her most prized ambition was to be a wife and young mum. "Without sounding like a right idiot, my mum and my dad are my role models. They devoted everything to my sister and me," she once told the Daily Mail, admitting she fantasized about being married as a little girl and would dress up her mum's wedding gown. "All I ever wanted to do was dress up and be a lady like my mum," she added. Doubling down on her desire to live a life of domestic bliss, she told one interviewer, "I would love nothing more than to be a housewife. I can't wait. It's the best job in the world, you just get to potter." And at the age of 24, she met the man who would help make her dream a reality, TV producer Dan Baldwin. Holly, now 42, had first met Dan, 48, 2 years earlier backstage at a Travis concert, but he was hanging off his friends drunk and she wasn't impressed. And she didn't trade him when he joined kids' TV show Ministry of Mayhem, which Holly was presenting, in 2005. She told pal Keith Lemon, "Dan was there as a new producer and I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna hate this guy. Had come from MTV and he was very cool for school. He looked at me like I was this wally of a person. I thought, oh my god, he hates me, he just thinks he's really cool." But the pair became friends and everything changed a few months later when an accidental lingering look brought Holly's feelings to the surface. She added, "We cheersed in regards to champagne and I looked at him and it was like, oh my god, I fancy him. In that second I just knew, it was like a little sparkle." Their courtship was magical, with Dan and Holly only working Saturday mornings and having the rest of the week to go to gigs and stay in bed late. Describing it as an amazing, very carefree time, after 2 years they decided to move in together, and it was on their first night in their new London home that Dan popped the question. Exhausted from doing all the moving by herself while Dan was working, he told Holly to take a bath while he nipped out to the pub for a bottle of wine. Holly had somehow managed to fuse all the lights in the house, so when Dan returned with a dozen white roses, he proposed by candlelight. "I know a lot of people almost have to force their boyfriend to propose, but with Dan it was such a shock," she previously recalled. "I knew I'd be with him for the rest of my life, if he'd have me, but nothing can ever prepare you for what it's like when someone asks you. I can't think of any other big decision you make in your life that quickly." She was worried about telling her mum, but she needn't have been. Dan had already been to her house to ask for permission, and had also gathered all her best mates at the pub ready to celebrate. "It was one of the happiest nights of my life," Holly said. The couple tied the knot at St Michael's Church before celebrating with a reception for 150 people at the 900-year-old Amberley Castle in West Sussex. Then Dan surprised his new bride with a honeymoon to Sri Lanka and the Maldives after weeks of teasing that they were going to Skegness. Of his romantic gestures, she said, "Has good like that," which is surprising because Hess an Arsenal season ticket holder and massively blokey. Having married her dream man, Holly turned her attention to starting the family she'd always dreamed of. At 27 she feared time was slipping away if she wanted to be a young mum. "I can't wait to have children," she told the Daily Mail after the wedding. "I want to be a young mum. When it will happen, I'm not sure, but we look forward to it more than anything else." Son Harry arrived in 2009 followed by Belle in 2011 and son Chester in 2014, completing the perfect picture. And she and Dan are believed to enjoy one of the most solid marriages in showbiz. "We're very honest with each other, we listen to each other," she told The Sun of the key to their success in 2016. "I love him and he loves me. We respect each other and we probably drive each other round the twist. But we give each other space for that as well."